Welcome back to Icons of Influence, where we explore the lives, choices, and values of people who use their platform to do more than just entertain. I'm Hannah Halley. Today, we're putting Kristen Bell in the spotlight, actress, mum, entrepreneur, mental health advocate. Someone who shows that influence is about both the big moments and the small choices, the personal and the public. You know her from Veronica Mars, Frozen, The Good Place. But beyond those roles, Kristen has built a path defined by authenticity, activism, and action. In this episode, we'll trace her journey, her values, her challenges, and the many ways she uses her voice. Let's get started. Kristen Ann Bell was born on July 18, 1980, in Huntington Woods, Michigan. She grew up in a family with divorced parents, which meant early exposure to complexity, not always picture-perfect stories. She was drawn to performance, theatre, musical arts, storytelling from a young age. She studied musical theatre and acting at NYU's Tisch School of the Arts, giving her a foundation in both discipline and expressive range. Her early career included theatre, guest roles, small shows. But the breakthrough came in Veronica Mars in 2004, playing a smart, witty, sharp, high school detective fighting corruption. That role showcased a rare combination of strength and vulnerability. It sparked a devoted fan base. Then came voice acting, Frozen, 2013, and Frozen 2 gave her global reach as the voice of Anna. Millions of children and families knew her through those songs, laughs, and warmth. Meanwhile, in more adult-oriented roles, The Good Place let her explore moral philosophy and ethics through comedy and show how complicated being good can be. Throughout, Kristen has made choices that extend beyond the script, selecting roles that allow exploration of morality, identity, empathy. Gradually, that gave way to more advocacy work, more public openness, more use of platform not just for promotion, but for purpose. One of the clearest ways Kristen has turned values into action is through her brand Hello Bello, co-founded with husband Dax Shepard and partners. They launched it in 2019 with one goal: premium baby and family products at accessible prices. No need for parents to choose between quality and cost. Hello Bello's first collection included diapers, wipes, lotions, body wash, baby essentials. Key to their mission: plant-based ingredients, organic botanicals, hypoallergenic formulas free from parabens and phthalates. The diapers are designed with a high absorbency core, breathable, fun designs. The majority of products ranged from under $8 to something around $20 plus, making them within reach of many families. They also expanded Hello Bello beyond the US. For instance, launching in Canada, bringing the same values: safe, plant-based, family-friendly, fun, but practical. This business venture is more than profit. It reflects Bell's view of parenthood, of caring for children and the planet. The values show up not just in the ingredient list, but also in packaging, marketing, and in affordable price point. It's influence through business, creating healthier, safer, everyday options for families. If there's one thing Kristen Bell has become known for, it's her honesty about mental health, about anxiety, depression, therapy, medication. She says she's dealt with anxiety and depression since high school. She's talked publicly about feeling anxious, insecure, even when everything seemed fine on the outside. In interviews, she's described how she tends to shatter a little bit when she feels disliked or when her inner critic runs. She compensates by being bubbly or saying the right things, but inside there's anxiety. She has also spoken about mental health care not being one size fits all. In one People interview, she said tools are there: therapy, medication, lifestyle, rest. What matters is that people feel empowered to use what works for them without shame. Her partner, Dax Shepard, has spoken publicly about how he recognises when she's entering depressive slumps, how he supports her, doesn't try to fix, but shows presence, encourages rest, movement, gentle check-ins. It's part of their partnership and part of her public truth. She also practices self-care in small acts, taking breaks, using timeouts when overwhelmed, stepping away from screens, prioritizing family, choosing roles that allow balance. She said that working while being a parent, especially of two daughters, influences how she works. Decisions about role, time, voice, advocacy, all weighted by what feels right. Her openness has made a difference. Many people have said her honesty helped them feel less alone. It also helps reduce stigma. That vulnerability is part of her influence. It's a reminder that fame, joy, laughter often come alongside struggle. Kristen Bell doesn't shy from speaking up. At the BE conference in Austin, she said, "I'm not a citizen just because I'm an actor." That she defended the right of actors, and really anyone with a platform, to weigh in on political and justice issues. She's raised her voice for child hunger, the Flint water crisis, environmental concerns, and more. In late 2024, she launched an initiative to share one health-related GoFundMe each week, spotlighting families with burdensome healthcare costs. She pledged to match donations herself in many cases. In one of the first campaigns, she matched about $25,000 raised, helping a third grader with leukemia. She also works in international advocacy through the United Nations Women's Peace and Humanitarian Fund, WPHF. Since 2018, she's been global advocate, traveling, speaking, observing, and amplifying women leaders in humanitarian settings. Her work emphasizes how crises impact women disproportionately and how supporting women can create more stable, peaceful communities. Finally, as part of her public persona, she picks projects that align with her values, roles that allow moral reflection, good place, etc., business that supports wellness, and activism that draws attention without empty statements. She tries to live the values she preaches. But the path hasn't been without challenges. As with many who are public about their vulnerabilities, there is risk, scrutiny, criticism, moments when advocacy feels insufficient. Some critics argue that celebrity activism can be performative. Bell's response tends to be consistency, transparency, humility. Another challenge: business is hard. Hello Bello has operated in a sector with razor-thin margins, supply chain, pricing pressures. Plant-based, organic, family-friendly products are not cheap to make or distribute. Balancing mission with profitability is always a tension. On mental health, she acknowledges that some days the anxiety/depression is heavy. She has moments where she needs support, rest, therapy. She doesn't present a perfect image, and that's part of what people respond to. An announcement of newer projects like Nobody Wants This shows her continuing to expand creatively and take on roles that challenge her. Her entrepreneurship may grow into wellness, accessible parenting tools, more activism. The GoFundMe matching work suggests an increasing interest in grassroots, direct impact rather than just broad strokes. The influence she holds is moving from just being in front of camera to shaping culture, how we talk about mental health, how parents purchase everyday essentials, how people speaking out can reduce shame. Her next chapters likely include deeper activism, continued balance of art and purpose, and possibly more leadership roles behind the lens, creating content that reflects her values. Kristen Bell's story is a lesson that influence isn't polished perfection. It's honesty, choices, values. She shows us that you can build success in entertainment and business while also being open about your struggles. That channels of change can be both big, like advocacy and product lines, and small, like speaking up, matching funds, taking mental breaks. If Kristen's journey moves you, think, what voices around you need amplification? What small actions align with your values? How can vulnerability be strength? Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe, rate, comment, and share with someone who needs to hear that influence is more than fame. It's about showing up human. I'm Hannah Halley, and this was Icons of Influence. Until next time, be kind, be brave, stay real.